Hey guys, it's Maymay. Were you here on Thursday night when I did the flip through of this Hip Hip Hooray paper? The whole time I'm flipping through it, I'm going, this is a perfect as many as project for the first of the year. Why? Because this little pack is going to make a lot of cards that you'll be able to send out all year for birthday, I'm proud of you, hooray, let's celebrate, all different things. So I'm going to be as many as in this. I know some of you will be happy about that, but also I thought this might make another fun project. Let me say this, and I'll probably talk about this more when I as many as. I don't plan to as many as like I normally do, where I try to get as many cards as I can. I actually want to use as much of the cardstock as I can, so I got some plans for that. But check this out. Do you remember these composition books? And we cut them in half in a live show using the new We Are Stack Cinch cutter. And you guys bought it out from me. Well, I had an idea. I'm going to make, using these mini composition books, which are just cut in half. You can also buy these this way, and we have them online as well, the composition books. But what I'm going to do is make a book to hold special dates. Now, for me, I want to do a birthday date book, okay? I have the worst time remembering birthdays. That's a struggle for me. So I think it'd be cool if we have a little birthday date book. But I want to do it a little different. So I'm starting with a half composition, and let me show you what I did. I'm going to create this. Now, at first it's going to look weird, but let me show you what this is. Do you see how the end of my book is cut a little short and I left this back? Let me show you how I did that. I went to my cinch, which is too big to put in the screen. I'm just going to show you this, okay? I went to my cinch machine. I opened up this base, this back part, all right? And I laid this into the cinch, lining this red line up with the blade, and then I pulled the lever and cut that off. So it cut away the front and this stack of paper, but it left me with this guy, right? Now, I may do two of these. I got to thinking, if I'm going to make one and I'm wanting to use up this whole paper pack, wouldn't it be nice to do two and give one to a friend? So as I go, I think I'm going to go ahead and make two. So I'm going to go cut this one and then we'll start covering. I want to show you one other thing I did too. Do you see I have a rounded bottom here? I went ahead and rounded this to match, just using my corner chomper. This is why I love having tools, right? Because you have the tool for the job. So I'm going to put this in on the 1/2 inch and punch. And then just to make sure this one matches, I'm going to punch it as well, so it's also 1/2 inch. Okay, so you're like, but Maymay, why did you do this part? What I want to do is have my tabs for the months hang out but not get damaged. And that's why I wanted to leave this backside. So let's work on our tabs. So you guys remember me showing you the Harmony Hues paper pack, the new one? Look how perfect these colors are. So what I did was I chose 6 colors that match my paper pack, and we're going to go ahead and make, I'm going to make 24 tabs because I'm going to do 2 books, but I'm going to do 2 tabs from each color for each book. So for my tabs, I want them to be cute, but I don't want them to be a whole lot of work. These strips are 1.5 inches long by 1/2 inch tall. And here's my plan. If you look on the side of your book, there's these lines, right? I don't know what your lines are going to be because I cut mine in half, but look at your lines, and I'm going to let these lines tell me where to put my tabs. So for example, let's count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 16 lines on this one, and this one only has 14 lines, so they're a little bit different. But with 16 lines, I know I have 4 more than I need. So what I'm going to do is at the top, I'm going to let my first tab start 2 lines down, okay? So I'm going to skip 2 lines and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that'll leave me 2 lines exposed at the bottom. It's not a big deal. It's not going to be perfect, but here's what I mean. When I go to put my tabs on, my January tab, it may not be pink, whichever one I use, is going to get glued to that second line. Okay, then my February tab, whichever one I use, I'll just grab this one here, will get glued to the next line, and they will overlap each other. I'm just going to place this in here so you can see. Okay, they will overlap each other all the way down, but all of my tabs will be in there, and they'll all be equally spaced. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold these guys in half to make my tabs. That's it. And then I will put the months on them. I might want to put my months on here before I glue them in. I'm already a terrible writer anyway. So you might want to stamp these. You might want to print out stickers. You might want to print these out and cut them out. I'm just going to use my handwriting because I do like to use my handwriting. So I'm just going to do like J. You know, like if it's June, I might do J-U. I probably won't because I will know what is what by looking. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through and fold these. Now, this is for my second book. I'm going to put them aside for now. I'm going to run through and fold these in half and put my months on there, and then we will install them. So I got those all written out. And now the other thing I'm going to do, which I didn't tell you about yet, this is a 100-sheet book. And I took 100 and divided it by 12, and I get like 8.33333. You know how that goes. So here's what I'm going to do. Every 8 pages, I'm going to put a tab on my line. All right. So if we started with the first one, I would go here, and it's going to go 2 lines down. So I'd take my tab, and I'd place it on that second line, hanging out the edge like this, and I'll glue that on like that. Then I'll count 8 pages and do the next one. I will have more in December, but that's also a good place to add notes, so that'll be fine too. So I'm going to go every 8 pages and every line until I get them installed. So there we go. That's my tabs installed. And I even added a little notes tab down here. And I really could add another one. I've got room, but I'm not going to stress about that. Again, this is just for me to use to keep up with birthdays. Now what I want to do is I want to cover the front, the inside, and then the back covers. I thought about doing page dividers in here, and I might. I just don't want it to get super, super bulky, but I think I could probably put little page dividers in, but we'll do a little test on that. So first, let's do this. So what I'm going to do is measure. Now, if you know me and you know how I cover composition books, I do not like to get into this section. First off, I don't feel like glue sticks super well to this slick surface. And secondly, you just don't need to get to that curve. Where that starts to curve when you glue cardstock to it, it will lift. So I'm going to stick to this section. So I'm going to measure from where the composition starts out, and I get 5 and about a 1/16 inch over half, but I'm going to do 5 1/2. And if I need to trim it, I can always take this to the cinch and trim it down, or I can probably just put that into my trimmer and trim that down, but we'll see how that goes. So 5 1/2 by 4 7/8. So I'll need that here. I'm going to do the same thing on the inside, I think it might cover this. Let me see. Nope, I'm going to need to do 6 inches on the inside to cover that, but I don't want to get into this spine area. I'm just going to do 6 inches by 4 7/8 here. And then back here, we'll measure that separate when we get to it. Well, let's look through the cardstock. This will be fun. What do we want to be our cover? Okay, so I decided to use this paper. Never even looked at the back of it, and let me show you what I did. I did cut apart. So some mistakes were made, but I'm not going to stress. I just lost this little strip. I still have these cut aparts that I can use, so we're not going to stress about that. We'll be fine. But this is what I want. I thought this looked very party-like, and I thought since this was kind of a celebration book, that would be cute on the front. And let me show you this. So what I'm saying to you is don't do this if you don't want to cut into those cut aparts. But I have all my ephemera too, so I'm going to be fine. All right, so there's the front, and I thought I would take this leftover piece and see if it fits on the back. And it does, except for that little bitty strip. And I can always glue a little strip there to make it cute. So I'm not going to waste that piece, especially now since I realize what I've done. We're going to use it, and that will be my back. All right, so let's glue this on. So I'm going to be using this sticky tape. If you know me at all, you know I like to use sticky tape whenever I'm making a book, so it holds my paper down completely. So I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to have to be a little bit gentle, but I'm going to keep my hand underneath it while I line up this edge. And I'm going to turn this like this so I can get to it good. Any that hangs over can be trimmed off. I just want to try to get it as close to that little black trim as I can, and then as straight down the side as I can. Rub that out. Got an air bubble, but I think I can get him rubbed out. There he went. Perfect. Now, I'll just lift this up and trim this off. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive on the back. You can see at the bottom right there, I don't have adhesive going all the way down. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit and just add a strip. I just really like for my adhesive to be all the way on the book because I want this to hold up. So now we can put our little cover on. And one way to do this is to stand this up and to line it up at the bottom. I find that if you do that, it really helps to use kind of the table to your advantage. And look, I'm a little off, but I'll just cut that away with my blade or with my trimmer. This is going to be really cute. All right, let's flip this over and put the back on. Don't forget to do your corner rounding and make sure you're paying attention to your pattern. If your pattern has an orientation, mine does not. Now I just need to find something to put on that little strip. As I thought, there's typically always these little stickers. This will be super cute here. And I'm sticking it onto some adhesive, and then there's also adhesive on the sticker. So that'll be cute right there. And to be honest, I think I want to match it on the front because I think that was so cute. So I'm going to line this up and use the rest of it here. That is super cute. I'm going to trim this because it is sticky. So I think I'm going to do it like this and just use my ruler and my blade. So there we go. Super cute. I love how this is looking. Let's see what I want to put here. I love this little hooray for today, but I want that little yellow edge to show. So I think I'm going to glue this down and then fussy cut it out. I think hooray for today works for anything I use the little book for. So I think that'll be cute. Tell me in the comments below who you are thinking of right now that could use this book. There's somebody in your family or somebody in your friend group that never misses sending a birthday card. And it might be you, because I know you guys are card makers, so it might be you that never misses sending a birthday card. This would be such a cool thing for you to send them in the mail to say, just thought you could use this for 2025. And maybe go ahead inside and like add your birthday or the months, or, you know, you could do more work on the inside to let them know what to do with the book. But I think we all know somebody who could use it. All right, I think I'm going to put this here. I want something underneath it. Let me see what I want under it. This might be cute under our sticker. This is not from the paper pack. This is from Dots and Stripes. But I had this laying here from using it earlier, and I thought, I'm going to use this little scrap. So just doing a little ribbon tail. And I think this will be cute if it comes from the side like this. And then we place this here, and I think that'll be really cute. And that will be enough for our cover. Let's glue all that down. And I never pop anything up on foam on my covers. I'm not going to say never. I typically don't. because I like everything to lay nice and flat. So if I want to put this into my backpack or something, this little piece doesn't get ripped off. So I'm just going to put this like this and glue it straight down. So cute, simple and cute. All I need to do is cover here and cover the inside. So let me do that really quick. So there we go. I covered the back. I covered the inside. I dug into the 6x6 for this. I thought that would be a good place to use that. And then I've got all of my tabs ready so I can start writing birthdays. And you can do this any way you want. I don't know exactly how I'll do it. I may do like January 1. I don't know. I want to be able to add to it all year long. So I may just write, if they have a January birthday, just put them in here. Name, address, birth date, and then I just have to go through here. I don't know. I'll figure that out, and I know that everybody has their own way of doing that sort of thing. But look how cute this is. I'm going to make that second one, so when we get back together, I'll show you what the second one looks like, because it'll be a little bit different, and then I'll have one to give to a friend if I'd like. Now, tell me in the comments below. I'm going to start prepping for As Many As to make the cards, because I also think it'd be cute if you're going to send this to a friend to send them cards to get them started. So I'm going to start planning the cards. How much of my As Many As do you want to see? Do you want to see my planning process, or do you just want to see me creating? Tell me in the comments below. You want to see planning or you want to see creating? And based on what you say, I'll film those processes, okay? All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is going to be super fun. I cannot wait to put this into use. I can already get all of those birth dates listed in so I don't forget birth dates. And tell me what you might use this for. Maybe you don't want to do it for birthdays. Maybe you have another idea, something you want to plan. Maybe you want to use this for Bible journaling. Wouldn't this be cute? I just love this and having that opportunity to do tabs for anything we want to do. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. We are so close to 400,000 subscribers. It would be a dream of mine to reach that. So please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, a thumbs up. Don't forget to Vinny this video. And if you're making one of these, I want to see it. Go to our Facebook group called Maymay Made It, and so did I, and share your work with me there, or on our customer gallery at MaymayMadeIt.com. Hey, thanks so much for being here today. Till next time. Bye now.